Hi there folks, this is Infected One, and I have taken upon myself to make a tutorial series for Stalker Gamma, with the hope of making it less overwhelming and more accessible to the Stalker enthusiasts. Each episode is going to be focused on a specific subject because of the sheer amount of detail and information. And now before we start this episode, please leave a like and subscribe to this channel for more awesome content. Hello there everybody and welcome to the Stalker Gamma Noob Guide. This is gonna be a short episode, you might call it episode 10 and a half, and we're gonna go over skills and the achievement system. Okay, starting out with skills. If you press K in the game, you're gonna get the character skill menu. You have endurance, scavenging, strength, and survival. These four skills are naturally trained during your playthrough. Endurance, scavenging, strength, and survival are all capped at level 30. As you can see, my scavenging is already max level. It's on 100% here, and it won't level up to 31. Basically, what these skills do is making you just a tiny bit stronger. Not all that much, you won't notice, you won't become God, but they do help out. So starting out with endurance, you train it by running with your weight closer to 0, just as it says when you hover over. It makes you faster and have more stamina eventually. Skipping scavenging because there's some info to talk about, and going to strength. Opposite of endurance, you need to be heavier to get more experience with strength, and it's gonna modify your weight carry. You're gonna have a melee damage modifier, basically making you stronger with all aspects which are related to strength. Survival is kind of a merge of two things. You do get damage reduction, not that I seem to get any because it says ×1, which seems to be the base, but maybe not. I don't know how Gamma operates in that sense. And you have a chance to get extra mutant parts along with getting bleed reductions. So you train this by skinning monsters, mutants. The more dangerous the mutant you skin, the more XP you gain, and also getting shot at increases this skill, which is pretty nice. You just get shot, which is basically what you do this entire game anyway. Now scavenging has more to it than it seems. Scavenging means you are looting enemies. The more bodies you loot and the higher the rank of that NPC you are looting, the more XP you're gonna gain. As you can see, it increases the extra loot chance. You get 3.5% to loot an extra item off the NPC. But what it doesn't say is that scavenging also despawns item off NPCs if it's too low. Having scavenging level under 17 means there's a certain percentage of certain items to despawn from an NPC when you loot it. These items are as follows. If the NPC has an F1 grenade on him, it has a 100% chance of despawning. If the NPC spawned a s.t.a.l.k.e.r exoskeleton, which is the top tier exoskeleton in the game, it has a chance of 85% to despawn. If the NPC has the Spartan helmet, it has 50% chance of just despawning. Any other items that the NPC might have which are not weapons or armor have a ranging chance to despawn between 0.25% to 4%, which is pretty low. So if you're wondering why you killed so many guys with a s.t.a.l.k.e.r or a Spartan helmet and you just can't find any, check your scavenging level. Maybe you haven't killed and looted enough NPCs to make it above 17. Maybe that's why it's despawning all the time. So it's worth just killing and looting as many people as you can, and I know it's hard to not avoid conflict sometimes, and sometimes you just don't want to die. It's worth looting everybody to raise your scavenging to at least 18. Now guys, this is the vanilla Gamma settings. This is all the 4 skills that Gamma by default comes with. But there is an option to make the game an RPG game where you level up and you have perks and multiple skills. I'm gonna link down below a Discord thread that's gonna instruct you on how to get those mods. I haven't tried them myself yet, so I'm not gonna tell you if it's good or not. I'm assuming it is from how it looks, but it's probably gonna be a separate episode and a separate gameplay for me. And now moving over to achievements. If you go to your statistics on the PDA, you're gonna see the achievements you have already unlocked. As you can see, hovering over any achievement says that it's giving you something in game. For example, artificial eagerness or whatever the fuck is saying it. It doesn't matter. It makes crafting require 1 or 2 less components, which is pretty crazy. Geologist, you have an increased chance of finding artifacts after an mission. Now if you want to know all the achievements available, simply go to the guide and press on achievements, and they're all over here. You can see what to do and you see the reward, you know? And the reward sometimes giving you bragging rights, which is crazy. Bragging rights is very important. This is one of my favorite achievements to unlock. You disassemble 200 items and you have a 33% chance of obtaining an extra part from disassembling. Meaning, let's say there's a gun and it has only a good barrel, and then you disassemble it and suddenly it has a good trigger mechanism as well. It's very good. You're surprised by how many good condition items you suddenly get while disassembling weapons. It's crazy good. So guys, as I promised, this was a shorty. This is a short episode. I'll see you guys next time. I hope you learned something new. And as always, have a great whatever time you're having. Peace.